There is a company that went bankrupt. Yeras is my bio-based chemicals, and they went bankrupt because they had $1 billion in debt. People were after them. They only had $17 million in cash in a bank. They sold off a company of another company for $230 million. I guess they paid, that went to somewhere, but the company went bankrupt. That's $1 billion. See how? I would believe, as I've seen this happen before, that the high-ranking officers of it got very big salaries and severance packages, golden parachutes. So they did not suffer. The low guy on the bottom, the one who did the grunt work, got screwed. If they had a pension, they didn't have a pension. They may have some kind of a severance pay, but, they got screwed. And the credit line people, they all got screwed. Well, they got all this equipment around here, all used equipment. That desk is a used thing, and the computer is a used piece of equipment. Yeah, the pencil is used, the pen is used. That's all used equipment. And the credit line? Oh, they got this plant here. But it doesn't do any good if you can't manufacture this stuff. Now, the people who may own the credit may go in there and get the equipment for 10 cents on a dollar, if that. But, there's that thing. Oh, I've heard this before. I worked for a manufacturer, and they were given an opportunity to invest in a factory that made LED screens. And they, as an investor, they also got 10 other investors for the company. They set up this company to make LED TV screens, monitors. They never put out one of them. They went bankrupt. Why? Because it seems that a lot of the people on the payroll were getting large salaries, management. Part of that $40 million invested. They go in there, and they said they went in there, they look at the equipment. A lot of it wasn't even set up. A lot of it was used. Conveyor belts that was, be used for moving LED screens were rusted. They literally got taken, but they went bankrupt. During the fallout of 2008, people owed, they were $300,000 in debt. Now, how did they do that? With credit cards. See, the top line of getting a credit card is what, $5,000? I shouldn't say that because I have been offered before with no ties credit cards that were 6 figures. And I would call the company and say, why am I getting this credit card? Oh, because you are this and you are that and you got great credit. I says, why do you think I got great credit? Oh, yes, you're this and you're that. And I said, no, I'm not. And I told him, you gave Bank credit line to I have a church called Afterlife, 2.org, Afterlife, okay? They gave a $100,000 credit line for his business account. And I told him, it's a church, Churches have a habit of going belly up. You're going to lose $100,000. You gotta figure out who you're giving credit line to. I will not take it. Take me off your name. And all these people that try to sell me things. You got good credit. Why? Oh, because you got a bank account at that bank and you got good credit. How do you know what I got? But, you know, the big companies both have good credit. Check on them. Check what their bottom line is before you go out and give things. Now, of course, I do understand business. And you go to, what's that? The credit company. Oh, they give you good credit, which I'm listed in that operation as having good credit. I told them, wait a minute, before you automatically list me, let me tell you what I am. Oh, but you know, you get good credit. No, I don't. I don't want your credit line. But I continue to get that all the time on my website. I get all these. Oh, you got great credit from the American Bank of America. I don't want your credit. I don't want Chase. I don't want this and I don't want that. I don't want your credit. I pay cash for everything. This is a church. We pay cash for everything. But that is really hard when you get credit. Well, a lot of companies do live on credit. Their whole operation live on credit. It's kind of like Donald Trump. You know, Donald Trump is a cheap bastard. His businesses are cheap bastards. Most of the business he set up are fronts, because within a year they're going to go out of business. What do you mean? He sets up a business to go out of business? Yes. Well, how does that work out? Oh, he takes it off his taxes. That's why he doesn't pay federal taxes and state taxes. He doesn't pay those things. He sets up a business that's going to fail. Any money he does make, he said, oh, I lost money. That's right. The companies were set up to lose money. I'm in a office building, and there are rooms that they pay their money each month, but they don't show up. I asked one of the cleaning crews, people right next to me, and they said, yeah, they get the mail, but they got a stack of mail on the floor. Don't they ever show up? No, but they pay the monthly fee. To me, that's a front group. But I could be wrong. You know, a lot of companies actually are in trouble because of the pandemic, are in trouble because that pandemic has closed a lot of other businesses, and customers don't come back.